It's a matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. First carry down for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180!
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Hey, guys, I got 19. He's mine. He's not going anywhere.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Hey, Kill, there's more coaches. Hey, Charlie.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Check, Lucky. General West. Kill. Leave 5-3.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Here we go. Louis!
Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing is Wentz. Rolling to his right. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. 2nd and 11. And Thomas has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Shift. Check safety.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I smell fear in that offense. Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 9 now.
Coming after you.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Watch time. Tight end right. Squeeze. 3 down. Out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
4 down. Check. 82.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 54 yards. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Watch number 86. Watch 86.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
5-9.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tie right. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Check number 6. Go. Check 52 is the ball.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets it to Thomas. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Oh, here we go. Oh, kill. Great. Hey, turn it out.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Check 26. 2 jet. Hey, box truck.
Wentz now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it's second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the time.